Hello guys, welcome to day 324 from 400 Days of Learning Programming Challenge. Today I started to watch 20 minutes of video about API subject. So maybe you are new in my channel and you want to know what I have learned during this 400 Days of Learning Programming Challenge, and you want to know what I have learned from day one up until now. So with 20 minutes of watching video every day. So let's have some overview about what I have learned. In order to be a full stack web developer, there is two sections you have to learn. First, front end and then back end. So the front end is the appearance of website. So when you are going to a website, what you see is front end. But there is something in the back of the website. There's some codes that you cannot see, and that is the back end section. So it contains of servers, how to deal with servers, domains, and these kind of things. I started to learn programming by the front end section. Let me tell you what is the front end consist of. So if you want to learn front end, there is three languages you have to learn. First, there is HTML. Second is CSS, and the third is JavaScript. In the course that I bought for learning to be a full stack web developer, there is about 40 folders, and right now I am at the back end section at the folder of 27, around 27. And in the front end section, I learned about, let me start with the HTML. So I'm checking it out from my list here. I learned about heading elements, creating paragraph elements, self-closing tags, how to work with tags, and I created a project about ranking, a website for ranking. And indentation, so it's about making some spaces between the codes, how it works. Anchor elements, image elements, about how to create images, put images in the website. I learned how to create multi-page websites. And in the CSS language section, which is the second language that you have to learn, I learned about colors, inspecting, how the inspect works. So inspect is if you go to the websites and right click, there is a option that wrote inspect, and you can watch the codes of a website. I learned how to use fonts, CSS box models, how to do margin, padding. In the intermediate level of CSS, I learned about CSS cascade. So what is important in writing the codes? What are the priorities? About CSS selectors, CSS positioning, CSS flags, and CSS float, CSS display, media queries. I learned about Flexbox, about grid. Which these are, Flexbox and grid are a way that you can partition your codes into sections that you want. I learned about Bootstrap, how to use the website of Bootstrap, which is a very good tool in order to create a website. You can easily just create a page of a website in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That's very easy to use. And also I have to say, if you want to see my projects, because at the same time that I try to watch these videos, I try to create my own websites. For example, you can check the day 230. I created an online game. You can check that out, or you can check other websites that I have created in my YouTube channel. Just check the thumbnails. And there was some projects. I also, after CSS, I learned about JavaScript, data types, JavaScript variables, naming and naming conventions. In JavaScript, I do some projects about random number generation, control a statement using if and else. I learned about document object model, so I'm just titling so you can understand. If you are familiar with these objects, you can understand what these are. After that, I learned about advanced JavaScript, jQuery, and I learned how to use the Unix command line. So this is the backend, where the backend starts. I learned about node.js, how to use it. So in order to do some backend stuff, you need to first choose a software that you have to work on, a framework. And then I learned about Express.js, EJS, and right now I learned about Git and GitHub version control. I just finished the video of this section about 2 days ago. Right now I am at the folder 28, which is creating application programming interface, or API. So right now, so far, I am at this level, but what I'm going to learn at the end of this 400 days challenge is creating NFT. For example, NFT website, which is super hard to create, I think, but it's also very cool. I also going to learn about React.js and Monogos. I don't know what is this, because it's in the future I'm going to learn it, but MongoDB, SQL databases, and this kind of things. So you are going to have an update about what I learned during these 400 days of learning programming challenge. I'm going to give you a blueprint from myself and what I have learned, how I learned, what projects that I did personally. So if these are useful for you and you want to see the real stuffs, real hard situations, real positions that I was in these 400 days, you can join my channel in YouTube, subscribe, and see what I'm going to do. And after these 400 days, after this challenge finished, I'm going to start finding the jobs in other countries, so you can see the process of finding the jobs. As you might know, I was at zero level of learning programming as a programmer, but right now I can say I'm a front end. I learned front end, and I am going to learn back end as well. Also, I have a Discord channel where there is a lot of programmers there, about 213, I think, programmers are there, and we helping each other into find solutions for questions in programming, and also helping each other into finding jobs. So this channel is going to be useful for you as well. If you want to join my Discord channel, there's invite link in the description of this video. So don't forget to join in that channel as well and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow I'm going to learn a new lesson. See you later.